My favorite cuisine. Spaghetti is my favorite food. It is an Italian variety of long, thin pasta. I enjoy eating it with a lot of cheese on top, tomato sauce, and ground pork. For added taste, I may also add herbs or garlic. Spaghetti has a great flavor and is warm and filling. Because it's simple to prepare, I like to cook it at home. Bring the pasta to a boil, simmer the sauce, and combine the two. It's easy and enjoyable. I also enjoy visiting Italian restaurants to sample various spaghetti dishes. Some come with vegetables or fish, while others contain hot sauces. Spaghetti always makes me happy, regardless of how it's prepared. It's the ideal dish for comfort. My fondest recollection from my early years. The day I learned how to ride a bike is one of my best memories. I practiced all afternoon with my dad's aid. As I pedaled, he clung to the bike and ran alongside me. When he released his hold, I realized I was riding alone, which made me feel much less afraid. As I rode up and down the street, I was filled with pride and joy. I demonstrated my new ability to my neighbors later that night. I always grin when I think back on that day since it was a brave and enjoyable event. Dessert that I love the most. My favorite dessert is cheesecake because it tastes so good. I adore how thick and creamy every bite is. Classic cheesecake with strawberries on top is my favorite, but I also like cheesecakes with chocolate or even caramel. I occasionally attempt to make my own cheesecake, and when it works out nicely, I'm proud. I frequently choose this dish for special events or as a self-indulgence. Every time I eat a piece of cheesecake, I feel content and joyful. My preferred sport. Whether I'm playing or watching, basketball has always been my favorite sport. The athlete's extreme athleticism and the fast-paced action have an exhilarating quality. The first live game I ever went to is something I will always remember. With spectators cheering and the sound of sneakers squeaking on the court filling the stadium, the atmosphere was incredible. Another option is to play pickup games at the park. I enjoy spending my time on the weekends. It's a fantastic way to strengthen friendships and get some terrific workout. Whether it is through a shared love with spectators or teamwork on the field, basketball is fundamentally about connection. Rainy days are my very favorite kind of weather. Raindrops hitting the roof is such a soothing sound. When it's raining outside, I like to wrap up with a blanket, a hot cup of tea, and a nice book. I enjoy taking walks and taking in the fresh air when the rain stops. I don't mind strolling in the rain as long as it's warm and bright. I also enjoy how rainy days make the world seem more peaceful. Everything seems to slow down, which allows me to reflect and appreciate life's small pleasures. My favorite beverage is iced coffee, hands down. Particularly on sweltering summer mornings, I adore how cool and revitalizing it feels. For me, it's the ideal combination of robust coffee, creamy milk, and a hint of sweetness. To make it taste even better, I occasionally like to add flavored syrups like vanilla or caramel. I like to read a book and have a big glass of iced coffee while sitting by the window on the weekends. I feel energized and in a fantastic mood when I start my day with it. My preferred means of transportation. Train travel is my favorite mode of transportation. Trains are cozy and let you unwind on the journey. I enjoy taking in the surroundings while I sit close to the window. There's nothing more calming than the sound of the train rolling down the rails. I once took a lengthy train trip through the countryside, and it was breathtaking. Another benefit of taking the train is that I don't have to worry about traffic. When I get the possibility, I prefer to travel in this manner. My favorite outfit. My large gray sweater is my favorite item of apparel. It is ideal for chilly days because it is warm and silky. It feels special to me because I've owned it for a long time. I wear it while I sit by the fire in the winter, take a walk on a cold day, or just relax at home. It's more than just cozy. It also brings back pleasant memories, like as warm afternoons spent with loved ones. It feels like a cozy hug every time I put it on. For me, this sweater is more than just a piece of apparel. It is a sense of familiarity. My favorite pastime. In a hectic world, painting is how I find peace. During a particularly trying week, I began dabbling with watercolor, and it soon became my obsession. Seeing colors meld together on a canvas to create stunning patterns you weren't expecting is awe-inspiring. Painting in peace and quiet is therapeutic. I concentrate on every brushstroke, letting everything else drift into the background. Whether it's abstract, landscape, or portrait painting, I also enjoy experimenting with different styles. I even painted a personalized present for a buddy once, and the expression on their face made the work worthwhile. Every painting I do feels like a color representation of my spirit. My favorite vehicle. When it comes to automobiles, I prefer the Toyota Corolla for reasons other than its dependability. The Corolla is a symbol of tranquility to me. When my buddies and I took our first road trip in a Corolla, it handled the highway's curves with ease. Even after years of driving, I can trust that it won't abandon me because of its dependability. Another big advantage is the gas mileage, particularly since that every trip appears to get more for the money. I'm aware that I'll be considering another Corolla, possibly a hybrid, when I eventually upgrade. It's the type of vehicle you grow up with, constantly striking a balance between functionality and a dash of style. My favorite destination. Nothing compares to the seashore in my opinion. Early morning strolls along the shore, taking in the soothing sound of the waves, and feeling the soft sand beneath my feet are some of my favorite times. In the evening, I also enjoy sitting by the river and watching the sun set, illuminating the horizon with hues before fading completely. My mind seems to get reset by the seashore. Whether I'm lounging on a blanket with a nice book or gathering seashells with pals, I feel more alive even when I inhale the salty beach breeze. To experience this tranquility every day, I would want to live on the coast. My favorite time of year. My favorite season is spring because it seems like the planet is awakening. Seeing flowers bloom and trees regaining their lush foliage makes me feel amazing after months of gloomy and chilly weather. Riding a bike through our neighborhood in the spring, when the air is filled with the aroma of blooms, is one of my favorite childhood memories. One of my favorite springtime pastimes, gardening, is also a great time to begin. Nothing is more satisfying than witnessing the growth of something you planted. I love spring since it's a season of regular walks, festivals, and outdoor picnics due to the nice weather. The animal I love the most. For good reason, dogs are my favorite animal. They leave a lasting impression on everyone because of their devotion, happiness, and endless vitality. Tom, a golden retriever, was my childhood companion and we were inseparable. Tom showed me the value of unconditional love by playing fetch in the yard and consoling me when I wasn't feeling well. I still get a smile every time I see a dog wagging its tail. In every sense of the word, dogs are man's best friend because of their unparalleled capacity to bring joy wherever they go.